this was pitched to you, because I don't think you had read the novellas when you got the script, if I understand this correctly. And you know, you see a title like Murderbot, and you're like, oh, it's a robot that murders people. And then you get this thing that's kind of like a mashup of like 3 or 4 different types of TV shows, and sort of plays like it's Star Trek as written by Larry David. So, just how did the Weitz brothers?
That's a great pitch, by the way.
Yeah, that got me.
Apple would buy it.
Yeah. No, but that's kind of what went through my head when I first heard the title again. I had not read Arthur Wells' novellas. I to be honest, my first reaction was probably like, I don't think this is for me. I assumed that it was going to be kind of like a, I don't know, but maybe like a generic tough guy type of like space sci-fi kind of thing. But when I heard that, well, then I talked to Chris and Paul, and they explained a little bit more about the character, the eccentricities of the character, and the fact that it was a story of an android who's kind of discovering who it is and coming to terms with its humanity, and that it's awkward, and there are human elements to it, and that it loves the rise and fall of Sanctuary Moon. They told me a bit of that. You know, the show within the show, with that I started just really feeling for the character, even before I read it. I was like, well, this feels really endearing and interesting. And then I read All Systems Red, the first novella that season 1 is based on, and it was just like a great read. It's really a page turner, really fun, and again, Chris and Paul's vision for how they wanted Murderbot to come to life on television was just really exciting to me, and just felt like a character that I definitely hadn't played before, and quite an unusual sci-fi tonally, you know. So that intrigued me.
Are you a big science fiction guy? Is that a huge part of your media diet, or just a little bit?
Not so much. I grew up in the '80s, so Star Wars was I was a huge Star Wars fan as a kid, and in a way still am, I guess. But so of course it was, and I hadn't done sci-fi before, so of course it was exciting to be on a spaceship. You know, when we were shooting, it was a lot of fun.